Hello and welcome. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Update coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. I am Adirayo Senami. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari has condoled with the government and people of Oyo State over the passing of immediate past Governor Abiola Ajimobi. The Nigeria Forum has also expressed condolences to Senator Ajimobi's family. Ajimobi, who died on Thursday at a private hospital in Lagos State due to complications arising from COVID-19, will not be buried on Friday as speculated. His family say the burial arrangements will be announced in due course. The African Union Economic, Social and Cultural Council, AU-ECOSOC, has stressed the need for African leaders to work closely together to ensure economic growth of the continent. First Nigerian representative of the Third Permanent General Assembly of AU-ECOSOC, Dr. Tunji Ashaolu, made this statement in his address at the inauguration of the Africa Economic Re-engineering Strategy Business Integration and Investment in Abuja. According to him, the event, which is themed Re-engineering the Africa Economic Strategy for an Effective Post-COVID-19 Improved Trade Investment Climate and Industrialization Comeback, is appropriately timed.
We're working tirelessly to see how we can help Africa to recover the economics, especially at this time that COVID-19 have thrown all of us off balance. We can't talk about the development without having a robust economic strategies. The Africa Agenda 2063 is also a 50-year framework, and of course that we look at it that it will be a framework that will take Africa away from the indirect slavery that we are in today.
In another development, Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs Geoffrey Onyema has condemned the attack on the country's embassy in Jakarta, Indonesia, by Nigerian citizens, describing the act as disgraceful and criminal. He said the perpetrators will be identified and punished accordingly. Aggrieved Nigerians in Indonesia had on Thursday protested at the Nigerian embassy in the capital, Jakarta, over alleged discrimination and targeted raids by Indonesian immigration officers. Meanwhile, Nigeria's Senate Committee on Customs this Thursday raised questions over the non-remittance of yearly operation surplus by the Nigerian Customs Service, after the Comptroller General of the service, Hamid Ali, said it generated 573 billion between January and May from the total targeted revenue of 957 billion naira for the 2020 fiscal year. The committee queried the service on why the surplus of 34 billion naira made in 2019 did not reflect in the reports presented to the committee, and challenged the service to explain what the surplus was used for. Hamid Ali, in his response, said the NCS is not a Treasury-sponsored agency that is expected to make returns to the Treasury on any amount not spent, stating that when there is a shortfall, there is no backing from any institution and the service cannot borrow from the bank. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, Thursday confirmed 594 new cases of COVID-19 with 7 deaths, bringing the total number of infections to 22,614. The country has 14,243 active cases, 7,822 discharged, with 549 deaths recorded in 35 states and the Federal Capital Territory. We'll take a break now, and when we return, Vietnam opens commercial flights. Stay with us, details coming shortly.
Hi, my name is Angela Ochubaye.
My name is Chief Malachi Uzendu.
My name is Elsie Oganekaro.
Hi, my name is Rabi Medunama.
My name is Evelyn Onilo.
Keep watching AD4 TV Radio.
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 AD4 TV Radio. Reliable and credible.
Welcome back. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Update. Vietnam has allowed a chartered flight arranged by the Japanese Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam to fly from Tokyo's Narita Airport to northern Vietnam on Thursday. It was the country's first flight since its imposed border restrictions. Vietnam had sealed off its borders to foreign nationals in March, while Japan has currently banned residents from more than 1,000 countries and regions. However, the two countries are now easing restrictions as two other chartered flights are scheduled to run on Friday and Saturday, transporting a total of 440 people from Japan to Vietnam. In a related development, just one day after Pakistan International Airlines announced that human error was primarily responsible for a plane crash that killed 98 people in southern Pakistan last year, the airline has suspended 150 pilots after questions over the authenticity of their licenses emerged. The airline spokesman Abdullah Khan told newsmen that about 434 pilots of 150 will be grounded on Friday, adding that the suspensions will remain until investigations to verify the authenticity of the pilots' licenses are over. With the alarming spike in cases of rape and killing of women across Nigeria, there has been a national outcry, with thousands signing a petition and using the hashtag #WeAreTired to demand for justice through stiffer punishment. The police say these attacks include sexual violence against the elderly and children as young as 3 months old. Nigerian lawmakers have also deliberated on the appropriate punishment for offenders. A member of the House of Representatives, Honorable James Faleke, suggested castration as punishment for rape, but the House voted against it in preference of a punishment that suits both men and women. AD4 TV Radio News sought the views of some Nigerians on appropriate punishment for sex offenders. Here's what they had to say.
Castration. Castrate any man who rapes a woman. You know, people go about saying she wore a short skirt, she revealed a lot. What about the 4, 5, 6-year-olds that are getting raped every single day in Nigeria? So I don't think it's about what you wear or what you put on. It's any man who rapes a woman has a psychological problem.
See, today we have not heard that the case of Ochanya, that the victim has been penalized for anything. That the case has been going on for years. So it will not allow people to even just be committing the same crime. But the moment you commit that crime and they caught you and you go to court, one hearing, second hearing, the third hearing, the court should take their decision and nail you according to the law. It should be a capital offenses to the country.
My suggestion would be 50 years. And the truth is that in Nigeria, if we don't zoom in on a very severe punishment for rapists, we will keep having discussion every day.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Works and Housing in Nigeria, Babatunde FASHOLA, on Thursday said the implementation of the first phase of the Highway Development Management Initiative will attract 160 billion naira investments. FASHOLA said the initiative is in line with the economic and growth plan of the country to revamp and increase Nigeria's stock of infrastructure. The initiative is made in Nigeria in collaboration with Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, ICRC.
This is a totally made in Nigeria initiative. It is also consistent with our economic policy to create what we need and use what we create. The Highway Development and Management Initiative, HDMI, seeks to bring multidimensional resources of skills, manpower, finance, technology, and much more into a large portion of Nigeria's national highway governance, especially starting with the 35,000 kilometers of federal highway network.
And that's it on AD4 TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at AD4 TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4 TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Adirayo Senami.